In 1957, Paul Bryant returned to Alabama with one goal: change everything. He didn't ask for patience, he demanded buy-in. The old ways didn't survive the first meeting, and neither did the people unwilling to work.
Coach Bryant came in and he said, I'm firing everybody but the head manager. That included me because the head manager was Bert Jones. And so I called my dad after that meeting. I told him, I said, if you'll pay my way this one semester, I said, I guarantee you I'll be on full scholarship in the fall. And sure enough, Coach Bryant was a man of his word because he had told us, I want to see who works. And the ones that work is the ones that I will have on scholarship. When we showed back up in the fall of 58, there was only two managers, and that was Bert Jones and myself. And Bert graduated in January, which left me for the rest of the time through the 61 season.
One night, a bunch of the players and all went down there, and we'd heard all these names that were going to come to Alabama. 5 or 6 of them. Coach Bryant was on the list, but I didn't know who he was. And in a little town, we didn't have cell phones and TVs when I grew up, so I didn't know all the communication that was going on. But anyway, we decided we'd have a contest and we'd vote. So we put all these names on the bulletin board, on the blackboard. We voted. Coach Bryant got 0 votes. We'd heard about the junction. We knew about that. So when they started recording the votes, he didn't get any. Of course, he, as you know, he's the one that came. When Coach Bryant flew in, they picked him up at the airport and brought him we had a squad meeting. And he walks into the meeting, first time we'd all seen him. So he comes through there and we all sit there and it's quiet as a mouse. Nobody said anything. That wasn't normal. And so when he walks in, he doesn't tell a joke. He doesn't break the ice. I mean, it was cold and hard. He started telling us, he said, I don't want to know anything. I don't want to hear the past administration, coaching staff mentioned. They were not the problem. The problem we got is sitting in this room and I'm looking at them. And she said, I don't know any of you. I don't know your parent. Don't want to know anybody, but I'll know who I want to know after spring practice. And I advise you to get ready. That's paraphrasing it. But you be ready because you're fixing to have the toughest spring you've ever had. And we did. But in that spring, I think we lost about 17 players. And then we came back in the fall, we lost another crowd, a bunch of them. It was in turmoil all the time. Nobody was the same after every practice. You didn't know who was going to be where. Mm-hmm. We had a kid from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'll never forget, we was running offense one day. He was our second team center. And those that's old enough to remember the old practice field had about a 10-foot chain link fence around it, and with a gate with a lock on it with just padlock. So everybody said it's to keep people from coming in watching practice. We said it was to keep the players inside. That's what it's for. But this guy, I won't ever forget, he got in a huddle, and this is what he said: guys, I've enjoyed knowing you. I've had all this such and such I can handle. I'm leaving. He snapped the ball, went straight to that gate and climbed it with his cleats and uniform all on, and went in and left his gear in there. I hadn't seen him since.
The old ways didn't survive the first meeting. Buy-in was mandatory. Effort determined worth. Bryant didn't rebuild with speeches. He rebuilt with accountability. And before Alabama ever won again, the culture had already shifted.